I know summer is a little different this year, but what's not different is the summer food. We're talking about Mexican classics with an Italian twist. Kelly Rizzo, the host of East Travel Rock, is joining me now to talk all about it. Hello.
Hello, thanks for having me. This is so fun.
Well, I'm excited about this. How in the world are you doing a Mexican tacos and guacamole Italian style?
Well, you know what? We were just chatting about how we both have our Italian background. So actually, when I say this, it'll probably make so much sense to you because you'll be like, wait, I should have been doing this all along. So what's really interesting is obviously we have our favorite summer classics, you know, the tacos, guacamole, but growing up Italian, first of all, I've always loved Mexican food. It's like my favorite. Whenever I want to go out to eat, I want to go out to a Mexican restaurant. But at home, I'm so used to thinking and cooking and tasting all those Italian flavors, like the basil, the different cheeses, the hot peppers. So basically what I do is I take the Mexican classics and then certain traditional Mexican ingredients I swap out with the Italian counterpart.
All right. So I see you have tacos already done. What is the Italian twist on the tacos?
Yeah, so these are my favorite tacos here. I'll even hold these up a little bit for you there. So what I did was I took some spicy Italian turkey sausage. So, I mean, you can use any kind of sausage you like, but I mean, to really kick it up, spicy Italian turkey sausage, or you could even use like vegan, you know, they have like the hot vegan sausage now. And you just take it out of its casing, brown it up with some mushrooms and onions. And then to top it, instead of like the traditional Mexican, like cotija cheese or different, you know, Mexican type of like poblano peppers or jalapenos, I used jardinera. So if you're from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, you might not be too familiar with it, but it's, you know, like a really great Italian hot pepper blend of different vegetables. So I used some ricotta cheese and topped it with some pecorino romano, and then the arugula, fresh basil, and the different cheeses. So, I mean, it's a really great, like all those Italian flavors, but it still has everything that you want from a taco too.
Right. And then I also see guacamole. How is that? How are you doing that?
Okay, so once again, it's like swapping out those traditional Mexican ingredients with some Italian ones. So I've already got some, little cubed avocado here. What I'm going to do, this is kind of like a caprese guacamole. So picture caprese salad or insalata caprese meets guacamole. So I've got the ciglialine, like the little fresh mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to put that right in here. Then I've got some really kind of chopped up cherry tomatoes. Going to add that in. I've got fresh basil. So going to sprinkle some of that on top. Then I've got some red onion, so diced red onion. So usually guacamole is made with, you know, fresh garlic, which of course you can also use because that's also very Italian. But then what I'm going to do is instead of lime juice, add some fresh lemon juice. So that really kind of gives it that
citrus.
It gives it the citrus, but then it keeps it in line with more of the Italian flavors with the lemon. Going to add some fresh cracked black pepper. You can see this okay there. All right, good. And pinch of some kosher salt. And then I'm going to do a drizzle of a really, really good quality Sicilian, could be Italian, but Sicilian olive oil. So kind of add that in too. And then just, you know, you can leave it like rough chopped. You can really mash it up as much as you want, but you really kind of get that going in there, get all the flavors together. And you can kind of leave it, I like to leave this a little chunkier because then it has more of that like caprese salad versus like a typical guacamole. But then you can just plate it up real nice.
And are you eating that with tortilla chips or are you eating that with something else?
So once again, you could do this. I kind of even like to do it with crudité sometimes. Mm-hmm. You can eat it plain if you really want to kind of keep it healthy. You don't even have to add anything. You could just eat it by itself, or any type of tortilla chip, or even, you know, they have a lot of those like kind of veggie chips that could maybe bring in a little bit more of an Italian flavor. So yeah, there you go. And then obviously this pairs perfectly with the tacos as well.
Well, Carlos, my co-host, always makes fun of me that I try to turn everything Italian. So Kelly, I appreciate you turning this Italian for me. Everybody can go to your Instagram because you have recipes and travel tips and guides there. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And see, your Italian twists are now validated.
Thank you.
Thanks.